Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm going to be doing a second video, part 2 of my Stickers Galore video. So I have a sticker book that I created. I will put a link down below. I sell it in my Ko-fi shop. However, there's other ones that you can easily purchase or just make your own, really. However, I have made one. I will put a link. This is what I am using in order to house all of my stickers. So, it is copyable. That's why they look identical. However, what's in them is different. So, the front page, you just click on it and it takes you to like the main page. It has 5 different pages, like so, with 18 different spaces on each of those. I don't have this one all the way filled up yet. But now for each one of those 18 spaces for each page, you can do any number of extra pages. I think I put 1 on each of them, but they're all expandable. And I'll show you in this video how expandable they are. I have done other videos, but just so you don't have to look back and you can see. So to start off with, let me make it a little bit larger so you can see some of the stickers. So these are stickers that I have purchased. So now we go to the second. Yeah. The second page, is that right? Yeah. More stickers that I have purchased. If you click on them, which I'll show you. These are PNG stickers. PNG have like transparent backgrounds. JPEG, JPG is usually where there's still like a white background. Not always, but that's usually the case. Whereas your PNG is a little bit higher quality with transparent areas. So, aren't these so cool? And I purchased these right off of Etsy. Like, look at that. And look at how close up I can get. You can, like I said, you can make this like a whole background on a page. Or, you know, by like cutting it down in order to fit. Or you could cut it in half and have this coming off of half of your page. Whatever. I use these for my digital journaling, which I've done videos on digital journaling. It just seems like as soon as I start recording, it begins. So, I don't even remember what I was saying, just that I purchased these off of Etsy in kits. And because I have purchased so many, don't ask me where I got these from, because honestly, I have such a long history. It would take me forever to go through them all. But like I said in the previous video, just go through and type in what kind of stickers you're looking for. Hence, like Alice in Wonderland, right? Or whatever. Traveling Witch, or, you know, something like that. Fortune teller, you know, whatever. And also say like digital stickers. I mean, look at how big you can get these. Isn't it just beautiful? Aren't they just gorgeous? Look at the detail of that. Imagine having that as your whole backdrop of like a themed, you know, like having your tarot spread down here with something. It's just super cool, right? I mean, the sky is the limit. Highly detailed. And like I said in the previous video, if you haven't watched it, you can purchase these one time, buy a kit. These were all one kit. Buy a kit. I don't remember how much it was. And I wait for sales. I watch for sales. And then when you purchase from places, many times they'll send you coupons, 60% off. That's when you go and grab stuff, man. Because you can get whole big kits, like 200 stickers for like, you know, $2.99. And then you never have to spend that money again because you own that digital copy. That doesn't mean you can use it commercially. Some you can. Usually it's more expensive in order to get the commercial versions. Or they have limited amounts. And not all shops do that. But just look for like digital stickers. JPG or stickers. PNG stickers. GoodNotes stickers. Those are all things that you can type in, and as well as if you want to be specific. These are empty. Okay. I'm not sure why. Look at how cool that is. And it just goes on and on. This might have been 2 different kits. Look at how beautiful her face is. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Oh. Imagine having that as your backdrop. It is just beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the detail. Her hair's so pretty. Look at that. Gosh, I'm giving myself ideas of what to do. I've just got so many stickers that, you know, you kind of forget about what you got. That is a backdrop with like a mushroom deck or, baby. Look at that. Doing some sort of alchemy or any kind of like different kinds of tarot spreads or I'm trying not to, these are ones that I purchased for like doing astrology stuff. So, and then I added these, your symbols. So you've got your Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Lordy. Silence these dogs for a little bit, please. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. There was no Ophiuchus in this, but I would just have to make an Ophiuchus. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. That's what came in the kit. I put the other ones on there. These were all astrologically themed stickers. Gemini, Leo, Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius, or Sagittarius. Now, if you're somebody that does journaling for like your, you know, you do tarot readings for like the moon, the new moons, the full moons, these are wonderful additions. You know, I've had people tell me also that they have problems printing off like stickers. You don't have to print it off like a sticker. You can put it on a regular piece of paper I know also people have talked about like running out of ink, and that is a thing with doing, like, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you know, printing this stuff off, you need resources when you're doing paper journaling. Really, you don't need many resources other than your iPad, which is a huge investment. Yes, it is. And then you can start slowly adding, you know, stickers little by little. And they are very inexpensive for what you get out of them. You could make, I mean, if it's a commercial, you can make logo stuff. I mean, just like, look at these. Just beautiful. That's where you can see the real quality of the stickers when they're like this little, and you can see how clear it is. But when you blow it up and they're still that clear, right? Those are high definition or high pixels or whatever you want to call it. But that's just like beautiful, beautiful. Like, look at that. Is that not beautiful? Oh, we get into some Egyptian themes. See, let me show you. Let me go back to this, the link mode. So I'm now like right here on the Egyptian stuff. You can see each one of those themes. You can, with a sticker book, you can go directly to that area when in link mode and then just scroll through. Or these pages, you can just keep on scrolling right to go through the whole thing. So we'll go back to this one. I think there's quite a bit of Egyptian stuff. So I just love the Egyptian. I love the colors that were used in this, but I just love the Egyptian theme. It's so easy to be creative when you have resources, you know, seriously. I mean, if you can actually draw and paint and all that, obviously that's ideal. But I have no talent when it comes to that kind of stuff. And no patience to try. And I've tried, and I'm not good at that. But digital, I'm good at setting scenes, just like decorating. I don't make the items that I decorate my house with, but I know like furniture placement, and I know where to put this or that. I know like colors and accessorizing, you know, accessorizing with like your rugs and your pillows, and I'm good at all that. And I think that's because of growing up with my mom, who we never really had a whole lot of money. And we never had like the best houses growing up. But my mom could make anything look beautiful. She still does. She's a great decorator. And she used to have like, home interior parties. So we would always have like sconces on the wall and beautiful artwork. And, you know, you can make your home your sanctuary, right? You can turn it into something beautiful, or just someplace that you know, put your, you know, where you live, where you just exist. I feel the same way about my home. I turn it into a place where I want to be. And I'm the same way about my journaling. If I want to go back and look at all of my journals, joys of furry parenthood. I just love to express myself in my journals, not just by writing, which is a beautiful form of expression. And I feel like I put that into my journals as well. I just make my font much smaller. So you see people that have a whole lot of writing. And there are people that write really small, for sure. But my writing, I type it out. So I can make it really small, but then I can blow it up. So it looks like it's not as much writing, but really there is a lot of writing. But I like to also express myself through my art. Like, oh my God, look at the detail in that. Is that not beautiful? Look at that. Beautiful. I've always been fascinated by other like ancient cultures and stuff like that. And even my jewelry reflected that when I would bead weave and bead embroider and even string some of my stuff. But whatever I create, it's kind of got that that theme to it. Like, wow. Is that not so cool? Look at the colors in that. This is going to be a little bit longer, guys. There's no way around it. I mean, in order for me to really show these... Oops. Now we get on to like the Greek stuff. Beautiful. Look at that. Some goddesses. But like I was saying, you can print it off on regular paper and then just use like Mod Podge or, you know, a glue stick or whatever in order to affix it to your paper stuff. But you can also do a whole page, like doing like collage or what have you on a page, build it up, you know, do your layering, all that, and then print the whole thing off. And put the whole thing in, or print off the whole thing like you want it and create a journal with those pages. Instead of doing the pasting and all that, because as you paste and all that, they get really, really thick. That was another problem that I found with the paper journaling, is that the journals get so incredibly like wide, you know, like or they open up like that, and then they don't lay flat. It's hard to write in them when they're like that, and you don't ever have that problem. You never truly run out of resources unless we have a full world reset and we no longer have electronics and stuff like that, which would really blow if that was the case. But the last thing we'll probably be worrying about is journaling, if that's the case, if that happens, you know. Be probably more focused on survival rather than the arts, at least to begin with. So all of this would be moot anyways. You can save stuff in the cloud so that you can transfer. Like, one of the things that I also love about having like an iPhone and an iPad and a Mac computer is that if I have it on here, a picture that I put into my photos, or a video that I create on my phone, I then airdrop it right to my iPad right here, because I do all my editing and upload everything right from my iPad. Now I go back and I tweak things on my Mac or my personal computer when I had access to it. I have a lot of electronics. This is all still the first page. First page of the sticker book. Look at those. How cool, huh? Look at that gorgeous unicorn. Dragons, like a Pegasus, Minotaur, mermaids. That was like a mythical creatures one. Look at those. That is so cool. Now we get on to Star Wars. I just had to. May the Force be with you. I love these ones. I think this was a, look at that house. Look at the details. I think the next one I'll do video is maybe showing you how to download something and add it into a sticker book from a purchase on Etsy. I know you guys have seen quite a few of these stickers, like in my Tarot Adventure stories. My Story Times Tarot Adventure series, which I haven't done in a while. I think I've done 5 of those. I need to do some more. I've started percolating some ideas. Maybe I'll do that for next month. Just beautiful. Like, look at the detail in that. You could literally have that as your whole backdrop. Isn't that beautiful? I find this kind of stuff just so completely beautiful. All right, we finally just made it to the second page. Now, as we get down further, you start seeing some of the other things that I started getting into. But I love the backgrounds. Like landscapes. In my journaling, it like really feels like journeying, right? Like going on journeys. Seeing different vistas and ranges and Just beautiful. It really sets the mood. Look at those colors. And the thing is, you don't have to do it all at once. Like I said, this has been well over a year that I have been collecting these. And just using them little by little because they are really inexpensive. Really inexpensive. Watch for sales on Etsy. Once you start buying stuff, you'll also probably get, like I said, coupons from the creators. They'll send them over. A lot of them have been like, you know, sometimes 30% off, sometimes 40, 50, 60, you know, even 70% off when I have gone through and purchased a whole bunch. Like, look at how beautiful that is. These can be used in your study guides. They can be used in your regular journals. They can be used, you know, just daily planning in your like if you write a book on apothecary or spells or a grimoire, herbal grimoire, anything. You could print off one of these really big and frame it, mat it and frame it and put it on your walls. I mean, just beautiful. Those were all my card pages, like title cards. So, as you can see here, let me get, this is where it starts. This was something that was, I think it's a JPG format. And it was something that you could easily just print off for books of shadows or junk journaling, right? Well, I thought, why not do the same thing and fill up my whole page with something like this? You can expand it if you want it a little bit wider. You can crop them down. You could crop down just this area and fill your page. You don't have to stick to what your journals look like. You can do whatever you want. Hence, like, that's the backdrop. And then you just start layering with other stuff on top of it. But if you were to take that away, oops, oh, come on. I keep on clicking on other stuff. That's my, it's on a white paper. But you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't have to. This is my regular tarot journal. Just go backwards, you know, do the back button. So that's how you can use those pages, like as in layering. Or a portion of those pages. You can use these on your thumbnails for your videos. I mean, the artwork is just stunning. For these, I think I typed in like junk journal or journaling kits, and then just used them digitally instead of, beautiful, instead of printing them off. But I still could print them off if I wanted to do paper. Because I do love the whole tactile thing. It's just, I don't use them as much. Now we get into some Egyptian pages. All right, now we are finally on the 3rd page. Just plain ones like this also look really good on the page. And then with layering on top of it. Something like this, you can easily turn on the side, or you can cut like a portion of it down. Because remember, you can blow these up really big, and look at, it's still big. Even just this portion as your backdrop is beautiful. And then you layer your cards on it. You're creating depth and dimension in your work when you do that as well. You're keeping it really interesting. To each their own. This isn't for everybody. But it's definitely, I love it. And, you know, what I currently like, it changes. So I get a variety of stuff. Just like I have so many different kinds of tarot decks. And I know that there are people out there that, you know, they have one deck and they read with that for their whole life. And that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Talk about a really good, gorgeous connection to a deck, right? But, and there's consistency in that. But imagine being able to have a certain feeling, and you deck collectors, you know, using different decks for different things, because they, even though it's the same system of tarot, they are different. Because the imagery, interrupted again. Variety is the spice of life, right? Being able to express yourself in different ways, or expression being released in different ways. That's what artwork does. So bringing that level of artistry, oh, it's so beautiful. That would be a beautiful cover right there. Just, my gosh, just beautiful. I know this is a bit longer, guys, and I'm sorry. I just don't know how to get through all of it in a shorter period of time. Just beautiful, isn't it? I am so, gosh, I'm so excited about the next Bridgerton season 3. I read the book. What is it? Something Mr. Bridgerton. I can't remember. But it's the one, it's the 4th book. And that was really good. I thought it was really, really good. I've got the other 2, the 1st and 2nd so far. I don't have the 3rd one yet. That I want to read. But seeing this artwork kind of reminded me of Bridgerton. So I've been going through watching those again, just waiting. I can't wait till May. I think it's May 16th. Look at that. I think I've used this as a backdrop. Is that not just so beautiful? Or that as a backdrop, just like that page. Imagine these as cards. Backdrops of cards, right? I have a couple of decks coming with stuff like this. I haven't even started them. It's only concept. Because I have started working on my decks again, but I decided to add a third one into what I'm working on. So I'm currently working on three, but I'm catching up with the first one because I want to get all the major arcana done. And then I'll move on. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. I love this. Look at that. I mean, that's beautiful too, but look at that tent. I love it. I love that furniture too. I wish my bedside tables looked like that. So gorgeous. This is more like shabby chic. Or shabby vintage. This was like an actual like junk journal kit. Beautiful, huh? Can you imagine the kind of decks that you can do journaling with these? Or, even if it's any kind of like journal, anything. Can be a diary if you want, and then do like the things over it like I showed you. Like what I do. Like these. Like that. Right? And then you can put your writing, and it just creates so much depth. Love those pages. Old-fashioned apothecaries. Coffee. Oh. That in itself, a morning ritual, a coffee ritual. Like a book of shadows. Imagine writing down your book of shadows about your coffee ritual, your morning coffee ritual on a page like that. Doing like some mediumship readings with these, like vintage, using like the relative tarot or the stretch tarot or something like that with pages like this. The Beloved. I mean, look at these. Oh. I want to print off some of these and put them on my walls in my witchy room. Put it in a really ornate frame with gold leaf. Look at these. Oh, I love that. Isn't this so cool? I mean, I have seen some gorgeous junk journals, paper junk journals that people have created on Etsy. And as much as I want them, because they are absolutely amazing, they're expensive. I mean, I've seen some for $500, $700. And I'm not saying that they're not worth it, because the amount of work that people have put into them. But when I think about that, I think, why not just get a used iPad? I mean, this is just me, my practical side, saying, why not just get an iPad, make your own journals, unlimited journals, you know what I mean? That are all stored right here. Although there's nothing like the tactile experience. Nothing. But man, it's awful expensive. And it's really expensive to make that kind of stuff too. Whereas this, it's usually like a one-time investment. And it's nothing near the same. Where you can still be just as creative. And I feel like it's more practical because I can use it more. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am more apt to write on every single page if I can layer it. And then put my other things in, change the color of my font in order to write in them. Whether it be a dream journal, whether or not it be a study guide, whether or not it be a, a daily journal of things to do, whatever. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at that tea. So this is when I started getting into the full page stuff. That's more like the JPG files that are for like paper journaling and stuff. But you can use them digitally. You can just fill up your whole page. Or, like cut out and put her in a corner of a page. Whatever. Same with the butterfly. You could cut out the butterfly and, a little bit of backdrop on a page like this, whatever. I mean, sky is the limit. You could put her over here in a corner listening with that as the backdrop. I mean, you can do whatever. You can put in your own art on top of it, your own drawing. And I just am not good at that. Me personally. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love dragonflies. Now, I love old map stuff. Look at how cool those are. Like the old, like ink and stuff like that. Just imagine that as just your backdrop. The insects. These you can just cut out portions of them. You can use the whole damn thing. Layer on top of them. Whatever you want to make, cut them out and make washi tape out of them. Put them in a corner. Use the whole thing like that for your backdrop. Maybe cut it down. You can do whatever you want. These files are so... Okay, now we're on to the fourth and last page. So far. Which means these are the newest ones that I've purchased. I love the musical theme because it has a lot to do with frequency and manifesting and all that good stuff. I look at the different dimensions and or existences like they are just different frequencies, which is musical. These look so cool. I felt just so like old world occult to me. I could just print these off and put them on my walls. I just love them so much. Beautiful, huh? So what do you guys think? I am seeing more people doing digital, I think, from when I started. And not that they're not still doing their paper, right? But I am seeing more people that are doing both, which is really kind of cool. If you're doing both, I would love to hear from you. Like, what is it that you love so much about the paper, and what is it that you love so much about the digital? And why are you going digital in certain things rather than paper? Is it because of the convenience of having access to everything that you need? I mean, different fonts and, I mean, pretty much anything that you need, you could do all with this right here. Your iPad and your trusty Apple Pencil or pen, whatever. Isn't that beautiful? No storefront. See, even like these labels, you could literally blow it up, crop that down, and just use that. Just use that. Like, how cool is that? Imagine that on your wall. That is so cool. Now we've got some like undersea stuff. Very vintagey. Oh, the old ship. Neptune or Poseidon. It's amazing all that you can find on Etsy. Seriously, amazing. That might be everything. That is everything, guys. So what do you think? That was sticker book number 2. I don't have it filled up yet, but this is more just like the artwork. Whereas my first one has like incidentals. That's why I use the first one. I keep them both, but I use the first one more because it's got all of like the numbers. It's got like for the different kinds of journaling that I do, you know, for like putting my months together or numbering my cards or like for labels or washies, all kinds of stuff like that. But so that is my Stickers Galore. I have more stickers that are not in my books and other like actual sticker books that I have purchased, but I'm not going to go any further with this video. But so thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you have enjoyed it. Go check out Etsy. Check out digital stickers, digital artwork. You'll be surprised at what you find. So thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.